William McKinley runs as the establishment Republican, while William Jennings Bryan brings a radically different agenda to the race. The bad economy and the coinage of silver dominate discussion. McKinley will make the case for traditional Republican policies, including a strong defense of the gold standard. Bryan will state that there can be no relief for debtors or the larger economy without inflation, which he hopes to bring about via free silver. Hello everybody, welcome back to video, and today we're going to be playing the new campaign trail 1896 edition. Yep, so we're going to be playing as William Jennings Bryan, a Democrat from Nebraska. He electrified the convention in Chicago with his famous Cross of Gold speech. Running as a liberal and evangelical, his primary issue is the inflation of the currency through the free coinage of silver. This gives him fanatical support amongst the farmers of the South and the West. Lacking the funds to run a large campaign, Bryan will bring his speaking talents to bear by touring the United States. Now, another interesting thing is William Jennings Bryan is the youngest nominee for president, I believe, in American history. People were talking about in the 2024 cycle how young Vivek Ramaswamy was at 37. William Jennings Bryan was 36. Yeah, kind of crazy that we almost had a president in his 30s at the end of the 1800s. Okay, Arthur Sewell, a Democrat from Maine, a banker and shipbuilder, one of the few prominent Democrats in that region. He could help balance the ticket with a non-Western presence. He's an uninspiring choice, so maybe we should go with someone else. Oh, we got a few picks. Adlai Stevenson has served as vice president in the second term of the Cleveland administration. Grover Cleveland, the first of two presidents to serve non-consecutive terms, the other one being obviously the recently re-elected Donald Trump. Unlike most of Cleveland's associates, he is not a bourbon Democrat and has come out in favor of Bryan. Selecting him could help soften Bryan's rapture with that wing of the party. However, Grover Cleveland is immensely unpopular due to the Depression, and Democrats may wish to avoid further association with this administration. Claude Matthews is the current governor of Indiana, highly popular in that state. He has combined populist policies with a firm stance on labor actions. He also matches Bryan's conservatism on public morality issues. Matthews has broken a couple of strikes in the past, however, and this could dampen his appeal to the industrial elements of the party. Horace Bowles was swept into the governor's chair in Iowa during the 1980 Democratic rout. He is strongly supportive of low tariffs and free silver and has a lot of issue in some potentially important states. He is also more moderate on prohibition. He will reinforce the pivot to liberalism, which could be a plus or minus depending on the area. Henry Teller is a Western Republican who was forced to leave his party's convention after the resolution on the silver issue. He could be an unorthodox option if the Democrats are looking to establish a moderate image on the issues outside of free silver. However, Teller adds little in terms of competing for electoral votes. The western states are fanatically pro-silver and sparsely populated. This could be a good outside-the-box pick. So let's go with Mr. Teller. How is our map? Okay, so how much do we need? We'll see in a minute. Which of the following most closely matches your campaign message? We support the free coinage of silver. We'll focus on the free silver and especially the issues affecting farmers. I'm 100%. Let's go with this route. 100. We could go moderate on other issues, but let's just keep it with this. There we go. What is your opinion on measures that would aim to restrict the sale or production of alcohol? Okay, let's see. Temperance. Okay. So we're doing good in the South. Look, that's crazy. California, 9 electoral votes. That's insane. New York at this point is the biggest state. Okay. Let's go with a moderate tone on this one. These measures are a step in the right direction. Perhaps if our goal is to prevent drinking on Sunday or public drunkenness, I'm all for those measures. Let's go with this one. This seems like the moderate answer. There we go. You have a very little chance of winning New York this fall, and nearly all of the city's newspapers are anti-Bryan. That doesn't mean you can't draw a frenzied crowd in New York City. Perhaps the media attention would be beneficial in building excitement for your campaign on a national scale. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, we're not going to win New York, but we could get the media attention. I'll give one big speech in New York City to open my campaign. Even if winning that state is hopeless, we need the national press. True to form, you packed the streets of the Lower East Side and whipped the crowd into a frenzy. The New York Times filled its pages with sensational headlines and terrified editorials. Okay, so we're winning the popular vote, but we're losing electorally. The United States is in the midst of financial calamity with masses of unemployed men on the streets. What will you do to revive business? Okay. Let's do this one. We need to help our farmers and our workers by allowing the coinage of silver. One of your favorite lines and a favorite of your supporters also. Okay. What do you have to say about William McKinley's campaign at high level? There we go. McKinley's insistence on the gold standard has alienated many prominent Republicans from his own party, such as Henry Teller, which will hit more with Teller as our vice president. This could be a way to reach out to moderates, but most silver Republicans hail from the West. Okay. And we're winning. We're winning electorally. What is your definitive position on the tariff issue? Okay. So here seems to be... So basically tariffs, the Democrats really hate tariffs. So let's go with they should be limited to the minimum amount necessary to raise sufficient revenue. I think that's going to be the most moderate one. You've stuck to the party line on this issue. But that gave McKinley a boost. Okay. You state your definitive position on the American monetary system. I support the free, unlimited coinage of silver at the current market price of 30-1 against gold. This ratio should be frequently adjusted to match actual prices in order to avoid another run on the Treasury's gold supply. Let's do that one, right? Because that one is our most reasonable option. I think that could get moderates on board, so let's do that. This is a strong pro-silver answer while still acknowledging the difficulties a fixed price could cause in the Treasury. Okay. And we have a good lead in the popular vote. So Grover Cleveland sent federal troops to Illinois to end the Pullman strike without the request of Governor Altgeld. Was this an overreach on his part? Let's see, this was the act of a tyrant. Pullman was engaged in abominable business practices. Let's go with this one. The rail strikes through most of the country, interfering panic. They were pleased when Cleveland put an end to this madness. Okay. Okay. What do you think of leaving the Midwest for a week and making a circuit of the crucial Upper South states? Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and Kentucky. Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Okay. We're losing Delaware, but it's not that bad. Honestly, I think we could probably just stick with here we are. Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana. Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. I would say let's just stick with trying to win those. There's nothing wrong with campaigning in the Midwest. The novelty of a personal visit from the great commoner could probably swing the West Coast states in your direction. However, it will take 2 weeks to travel and return by train. Will you divert your attention from the Midwest long enough to visit California, Oregon, and Washington? How are those doing? Those look to be in our favor, especially Washington. So how are we doing electorally? McKinley is winning electorally, but we're winning popular vote. So winning the Midwest should be our primary focus. Not a bad choice. You don't want to distance yourself from the primary arena just as the campaigning is picking up. Okay. You've alluded to the need for less prejudice between the races. Senator Pitchfork Ben Tillman of South Carolina privately seeks your clarification. Can you reassure him that the federal government will respect the rights of the states under your administration? Tillman and the others have nothing to fear from me as sacred duty. Greater understanding must occur within this context. I will respect the rights of the states. I call for greater understanding, but not for an overthrow of the natural order. I call for greater understanding. You have appeased Mr. Tillman without coming across as a firebrand in the North. Okay. But we're not doing great. We're still winning popular vote. Okay. What are your views on the Darwinian theory of evolution? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't William Jennings Bryan part of the trial, the evolution trial? Is this even? This isn't even a topic. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Okay, but we are in the lead again. Okay. The respectable city newspapers are unanimously pro-McKinley. As such, William Randolph Hearst senses that supporting you would be a terrific business opportunity. Can you reassure him that there are limits to your pacifist ideals, particularly in regards to Cuba? New York and California are important states, and of course, I support the uplift of primitive peoples with the American influence. Cannot support the exploitation of foreign peoples. Let's go with he knows my opinions and he is free to endorse me or not endorse me. You've shown yourself to be a man of integrity, sticking to the Christian views you have always espoused. Okay, we're still winning popular vote, but we're losing electorally. Okay, Governor Altgeld of Illinois has proposed that you appear with him in Chicago for a couple of big speeches. Later on, he would appear with you in southern Illinois to solidify his support with rural voters. What do you think of this idea? Illinois. McKinley's winning there, so some appearances in Illinois could be a strong bet. Oh, McKinley's got a good lead on us. Okay. So let's go with that. This sounds like a good idea. It's likely to help you with urban voters, although a few moderates may be turned off. The balance, it should be a positive for you. Okay. A few Western states have allowed women the right to vote. Do you take the calls for a woman's suffrage amendment seriously? Let's see. I think there are more important issues. We welcome the support of women and men. We support such an amendment if it gained traction within our system. Let's do that. Women can now vote. Women can vote now in Colorado, Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. This certainly can't help you in those states. Okay. Should there be some regulation of working hours for children, particularly those under the age of 12 or 13? It agonizes me that we do not have this protection in place. Okay. John Palmer, a Gold Democrat, is also running against Bryan. He has offered to remove his name from the ballot on the East and West Coast if you do your same in the South. He thinks that this will consolidate the anti-Bryan vote. Let's see. Absolutely not. Okay, that gave us a good boost. Okay, what are your thoughts on the Women's Christian Temperance Union? Okay. Oh, we might get a good victory here. Do you think there should be federal oversight of the New York and Chicago trading markets? Poor man is called socialist if he believes the wealth of the rich should be divided among the poor, but the rich man is called financier. Let's go with that. But now McKinley's winning. Okay. Do you approve of Grover Cleveland's handling of the federal budget over the past 4 years? Increased our deficit and still found a way to provide you. Public purse. We need to move on. Man, this is going to be close, I think. Okay. New York politics are dominated by a highly corrupt patronage-based outfit known as Tammany Hall. Their boss has so far been indifferent to your campaign. Are you willing to make concessions? Let's see. Corrupt organizations such as Tammany Hall drag the good name of the Democrats through the dirt. I would never throw away my Christian ideals for their support. You've written off New York, but preserved your good name. Your chances of winning there were always negligible in any case. Okay. We're losing. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Without compromising on the silver issue, what can you say about McKinley to Bourbon Democrats to try to bring them back into the fold? Okay. Would you support a program to compensate workers who are injured on the job? Is this a proper responsibility of the federal government? Let's see. Okay, we're winning, but barely. Okay, you're making a big speech in Chicago today. What points will you touch on? Let's see. Standard stump speech highlighting the dangers. Yeah. All right, I think we might win this. There's 1 week until Election Day. Every state is important, but where will you give an extra push with your personal campaigning to swing the final results? We can swing Illinois. Okay, let's see what we've got. Iowa and the Dakotas. We're winning South Dakota. I mean, maybe we could flip those. It's not unreasonable. Illinois, maybe. Illinois is close. We could probably go with Illinois. Midwest. Oh, Indiana. Okay, we're winning Indiana. So let's spend the entire week in Illinois. Settle into your parlor and await the telegraph results. Best of luck, good sir. You have fought a brave battle. Here we go. Oh, we're already getting them in. Okay. Oh, we need 224. Okay. This could be possible. We might be about to get just a massive amount of them. Okay, there's Georgia. Okay. Oh, look at that big boost of them. Okay, so I know the South is going to be a huge range for us, but let's see. Okay, it's a good chunk of what we need. We need about 60 more, actually, so it's feasible. Okay. Oh, this is going to come down to the wire, I think. And McKinley has taken the lead. Oh, but now we're back in the lead. If we can win, congratulations, you've won this year's election. Click OK to view the rest of the returns or skip straight to the final results. We hope you have a nice victory speech prepared for your supporters. Yeah, it's probably going to go something like this. Yeah, I'm the youngest president ever elected. Go to final results. Congratulations. You have won the 1896 election. The great commoner will soon be president of the United States. Nobody with your political views has ever sniffed the presidency, let alone won it. With that in mind, your supporters are rioting frenziedly in the streets. The sweetest speech of all will be your victory speech tomorrow in Lincoln, Nebraska. Prepare to enact your reform agenda and, most importantly, the free coinage of silver. Look at that. We won. So it was a lot closer in this game than it was in real life. In real life, William Jennings Bryan only got 176 electoral votes and lost the popular vote by almost 4.5%. We got 239 electoral votes and won the popular vote by 1.6%. So, honestly, very, very cool. So, yep. Either way, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed and want to check out some other new campaign trail videos, well, the playlist will be on, it should be on screen about now. Anyway, that's it for this video. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.